Hello, hello, welcome back, crafty friends. We are ready to tackle the You Are Enough cards. Usually I do like 2 of each design, but with all of the elements in this workshop, I was able to come up with 10 different designs. So we're going to work our way through them. So grab your supplies, your stamp set, your stack of papers that you've already cut, your Picture My Life cards, and I think all of your finishing and your stamps and inks and markers and a pencil and a paper trimmer and your die cut machine. I think I remembered everything. If not, we'll figure it out along the way. So if you are new to my page or new to this group, this is the You Are Enough special that's going on in May. It is there's a bundle, which that's what I designed all of these projects with, and there's also different elements as well online. When you purchase the bundle, I will send you the instructions with all of the pictures and cutting guides, and also a cutting guide video that will walk you through the cutting, and then of course these videos will be available for you to walk through the projects. They'll stay here on Facebook, so if you are still interested in these products, you can find them on my website, juliescott.closetomyheart.com. Click on promotions, and it is called You Are Enough, and it is available. I think the special goes to the end of May, but I believe if they still have some left, they will leave them online, so hopefully there's still some. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with these awesome cards. I'm just going to quickly go through them and what we're going to be creating today. Some are easier than others. Some use different techniques and different ways to use the products. And I'm super excited and happy how they turned out. Truth be told, butterflies and flowers are not my jam. Oh, look at that one. All the gold. They're just a little bit harder for me to design with, but with this paper collection, I don't know what happened to me. I kind of went nuts and I had a really great time designing these cards and projects, and I still have some left over so we can continue the fun after today. So let's go ahead and start with card number 1. You will need your sapphire and looks like this Picture My Life card. Now, Picture My Life cards have the larger size, so these are 4x6, and then they have the smaller 3x4. No, wait, what is that? 3x4 size. So 4x6 and 3x4. The 4x6 make perfect cards. Well, actually both of them do, but just by cutting down this size card just a little bit, you can use it on a card, and it's super easy. So grab your card or your paper trimmer, and we are going to simply cut off 3/4 inches off the top, and that's it. And now it is ready to go on our card base. Oops, I'm gonna lose my trimmer's gonna start crashing through. So you could just leave it just like that. Do you see how it has like a perfect edge around there? So you could do that, but I felt like it needed just a little bit more pop, so I cut this just a tad larger than the Picture My Life card, and it's gonna go, actually I need to cut it just a little bit more. Yours might be perfect. Apparently I cut my sapphire wrong. But you can just trim just a little bit more off, and then you have that nice, fun pop of color behind that. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp this first before we commit to putting it on our card. So grab your stamp set. Have a flower on there, and your foam insert. And we're going to stamp You Are and then the words beautiful, strong, enough, brave, and wonderful. When I first designed this, I did it all on one block, but I did not bring my big block with me. So we're going to stamp them individually, but that's okay. Grab your black ink, and then we're going to pull off the UR, and I'm going to stamp it kind of upper left hand right there. Okay, and I'm going to grab my chamois and just clean that off while I have it. I'm going to flip this over so it's easier to find what I'm looking for. So you are, and then beautiful. Okay, now if you're having a hard time making them straight, just lay it on your work surface and then pick it up, and it'll keep its shape. And if you have a brand new stamp set, you'll want to season it just by like rubbing it on the back of your hand or stamping it a few times on scratch paper. I'm just going to line it up right there. And you don't have to use all of the words if you don't want to. I might change. I think I'll do beautiful, strong, brave, wonderful, and then do enough. Changing up the words. Strong, brave. I love that word, brave. Like, it's just, I don't know, it speaks to me because I just feel like we've all been brave the last year. Okay, and wonderful. And the last one is enough. That makes this card so easy. Like the background's already swooshed and looks like it's watercolored, and then we have that nice floral image. Oops. And enough. There we go. I didn't even mess up. Oh, wow. Okay. And now we can attach it and then add our little butterfly. And we'll have our card done. So we have our sapphire on the bottom. I'm just using Close to My Heart's card bases. They make it so easy. Everything is already scored, and also comes with envelopes. They come in like a pack of 50. I usually grab like a package every time I order, just so I have them on hand. And a funny fact is I ran out because I forgot to order them last time. So I had to pull these card bases from other projects. I'm like, oh heavens. Okay, so grab your You Are Enough sequins. Oh, aren't these cool? And grab a little butterfly, and you can just add it wherever you would like on the little flower. It just adds a little bit of a bling on there. And there is card number 1. So cute. Okay, so card number 2. Let me find it in our stack. This one right here. So we'll need our peach. Let me grab my card base first. Okay, so we have our peach piece, and we have this white piece and the bluebell, and then the 2 cutouts. So these are in the big butterfly package. So you'll need a detailed one and a solid. The solid is in the peach and the detailed one is in the bluebell. And then this little guy, we didn't use all of it on our layout, so we're going to cut it down and use it in strips on this card. So let's go ahead and do that first, and then we'll do the stamping, then we'll assemble. So grab this piece and measure. It's 3 inches this way, but we want to just do 1 inch strips. Or sorry, it's 4 inches. So it's 4 inches that way, and we'll just do 1 inch strips. So I love this pink pattern so much because I'm going to do my garage floor if you watch the other video. And we didn't have it in a big piece, but I wanted to use it on the card, and so I just ended up cutting it up. Oh, see, that's really pretty too. So you could do either way. Cutting it up and using it as like a background and texture paper. Okay, so now let's do the stamping. So we'll need the thank you for the bottom, and it's right here. See if it's gonna fit. There we go. Oops. And we're going to use black ink again. And so it's just the bottom right hand corner. And clean this guy off. And then I'm going to stamp some of these. I'm going to stamp this floral thingy. This vine, right? That's right there. On the white. Let me grab the white piece. And I'm going to use this little guy. Okay, so the first image. Okay, so this is going to be funny. On the card it goes up and down, but I'm going to stamp it left to right because it's easier for me to see. But this first one we're going to do towards the top. And then we're going to do the same image, but just move it down a little bit. Okay? I don't know why that's easier for me. It just is to line things up. Okay. Now we're going to color. See, I can use my stamp chamois to wipe this off too. Very multi-purpose, this stamp chamois. Alrighty, so now we just need to grab our inks, our markers, I guess I should say. We're using Pale Pink and Jade Green. And let's do the light. I think I did the medium. I probably wrote it in the instructions and I'm not reading them, so yell at me, what did I use if you're reading the instructions? Do you guys like the instructions, or would you just rather watch a video? Let me know, because I'm happy to write out the instructions with pictures, or if nobody needs them, I don't need to do that. I'll still do it. If just one person wants them, I'll still do it. Okay, the jade, I'm going to do the mid. Oh, that's darker, so I might have done the light. It's okay. And these are so small and delicate, so I kind of just touch that marker onto the space instead of like pushing down and like really coloring. Does that make sense? Just kind of dab the color on. Okay. What does everybody have planned for this weekend? I normally do our craft day, our virtual craft day video on Saturdays, but with it being a holiday, I thought maybe people had plans going out of town or something, so opted to do it on a Friday, kind of afternoon, evening. But normally we do it on a Saturday. So if you're new and wondering, or you've been around and you're like, why are we doing this on Friday? That's just because of the holiday. Okay, so put that down in the center of your card base. You'll have the white peeking through. And then we're going to add these strips. Picture my life card. And I went about 1/2 inch down. And you start laying those down. And if you stay tuned till the end, I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing in June. And it is good. Like, I'm so excited about June's. Okay. Now we have our bluebell piece. And kind of just put it in the center of all of those. I'm going to 3D foam this square. Look at all the fun things that are sticking to it now. I need to bring in a little garbage can. Okay. And just add some 3D foam to the back. Yeah, I wasn't going to do a workshop this month because Close to My Heart did a big thing at the beginning of May. And I thought those projects were so cool, and they are, and I think they're still available. But then this special came out and I got it and I couldn't help myself. So that's why we're kind of doing 2 this month, because it is so darn good. Okay, so we're going to just attach the butterfly kind of hanging off, and then I'm going to use some liquid glue to attach the center. I love how this butterfly kind of outlines. So the solid one leaves an outline around that detailed butterfly. I think it's so pretty. Okay, now we get to add some bling. I can find where I put them. And I'm going to add one right here. And add one right there. Okay, there you go. Card number 2. So pretty. Okay, so card number 3, we're going to do a little bit more coloring. So you'll need the dot pattern and the white, and then a Picture My Life card. It's a 3x4, kind of a glacier color. My desk is getting pretty messy, so I need to see if I can find those 3x4s. There they are. Okay, so it's just a glacier. It's probably this one. There we go. It has the pink on one side and the glacier on the back, and that's going to be our mat. So you can use them for mats like we used on the layouts. And then you'll want to cut a detailed butterfly from the butterfly thin cut collection with the glacier like rose gold paper. All right, so now let's grab that vine again. Did I ask what your plans were? I think I got off on a tangent. So let me know what your plans are this weekend, or if you're watching on replay because you already had plans. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it this way and then stamp it this way. And I'm using intense black ink. I forgot to mention that because I'm coloring it in with marker and the intense black won't bleed. Okay. All right. And let's clean this off. And take that off the thing. So our plans this weekend, we usually do cemetery hops and visit all our fun relatives that we miss so much. I think I counted, how many do we have now that we go visit? I think we're up to 8. It's kind of sad. My uncles, my aunts, I have a cousin that we go see, my dad and my husband's dad, and then we have a friend that passed away. So we go to the dollar store and we get those fun bright windmills, or pinwheels, I guess, and we take those around, and it's super fun. The kids love it, and it's just a fun like afternoon. I mean, it's sad because we miss them, but it's fun because the kids can ask questions, and we talk about our relatives, and we talk, who they remember and stories about them. So it kind of has turned into a fun tradition for us and our kids, and it's just a fun little afternoon. We take a picnic, and oops, I forgot to even cover that one. We take a picnic, or we grab some like hamburgers from the local little hamburger spot next to my dad's cemetery, and just hang out. So that's what we do on Memorial Day. And usually some gardening and planting flowers of some sort. It usually makes it into the weekend too. But my kids are super excited because it's their last week of school, so they get Monday off, and then they go Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and they are done. We made it through this school year. They don't have to wear masks anymore, and they're pretty excited about that. They can actually see their teachers' faces. I don't think the kids do anything the last week of school anyway, other than watch videos and have field days and all that fun stuff. And yearbook day. My funny story, my first son, when he was in elementary, I forgot to buy the yearbook. And he was devastated because everybody had the yearbook. And I didn't know it was a thing because when I was in school, we just took like a t-shirt and had everybody sign the back of our shirt with a Sharpie or something. So I didn't know. But I have not forgotten a year since, that's for sure. I was able to go to the office and get him one. But yeah, first time mom, I didn't know. Okay, so grab your paper trimmer. Oh wait, this one's not a card. That one's already cut. Sorry. Just joking. I thought it was a picture of my life card for some reason. All right, let's grab the card base, and then we're going to assemble this guy, and we'll be done with this card. We got a couple more. Do the dots, and then our picture my life card, using it as a mat. And then this piece, this is just a nice like note card that you can pretty much send to anybody. Use it for any occasion. We'll just put some glue on the back of the butterfly. Add it right there in the center. And then we're going to add some sequins. And I'm going to add one kind of off to the right, and then up here in the left. So something about butterflies, I think I took a class, and somebody told me that all your butterflies on your project should be flying in the same direction. Let me know if you think that is true, because ever since I've kind of been subconscious or conscious of that, or what's the word? Anyway. So I try to make them all fly the same way. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, so that is card number 3. And card number 4. Oh, this one's going to be a fun one. This one came from the Make It From Your Heart Volume 5, the one that our layouts came from. So in that Make It From Your Heart idea book, there are layouts and cards. How cute is that? So you'll want your word pattern, your mulberry, your peach, and then the rest of these are stickers. But we're going to need a pencil and our ruler and our paper trimmer because we need to measure on these guys. So let me make sure. So the peach cardstock, we are going to need to measure down 2.5. Oh, this ruler is hard to see. Okay, so 2.5 inches from the top. I think I'm just going to use my mat right here. So I'll do it right here. 1, 2.5. Okay, and I need to do that on both sides. So right here. And then in the center, you need to do 2 1/8. So right there. Okay, so now on the mulberry, we need to do 2 inches from the top. So right there. And then measure on the other side. And then 2 1/8 on the bottom. Okay, then on this piece, 1 3/4 inches from the top. It's easier if I put it on the pattern, then I can see. 1 3/4, and then 1 3/4, and then 2 1/8 on the bottom. Okay. This is such a cool card. So let's go ahead and grab our trimmer. So what we're going to do is you have your mark right here and your mark right here, and you are going to line them up in your paper trimmer. And then cut. So I just have that guide in the middle of mine, so I just lined it up with the guide, and I'm just going to cut. Okay, hopefully this will work out. And it's kind of like a baseball home plate or something, it reminds me of. I'm not a baseball person, so I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Okay, this one's a little bit harder to see, but the mulberry. Okay, so we have on the 8th, and then the side, and then do it the same. Did I not do it? Okay, I can't see that one. So we're going to do, the mulberry is 2 inches from the top. For some reason, did I not mark it? Did I get talking and not mark it? That is not like me at all. Actually, I did. I just can't see it. There we go. Or I didn't. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to line that up and cut it. Okay, on the peach, it's the same. And then these pieces are going to just layer on top of each other. It's so fun. Okay. All right. I think we can put this away. Grab your card base. And we're just going to build this card. So we're going to put the peach down first. Here's our sample right there. So your peach is your biggest one, so you're going to stick that down first. And then your mulberry. And I'm going to cross my fingers that they all match up. Oh, not too bad. And then your pattern paper. Not fun. All those different layers. Okay, so I did mess up a little bit, but it'll still work. And now we need some stickers. So you want to grab this like pink sticker and some 3D foam. Wow, somebody is doing some work, yard work or something outside. It's noisy. Just add a little bit right there. We probably should be doing yard work, but we just bought a bunch of dirt. We're redoing our flower bed because where we live in our community, we have a lot of clay dirt, if you're familiar with that. Okay, so now we have these little vine things, and we're just going to place them underneath there. So we dug out our flower bed to replace it with good dirt, and it's just kind of taking longer than I would like. Okay, so then with this other banner, stick it down here towards the bottom. And then the pink heart that's right here under every moment, we're going to stick it right there on top. Isn't that easy? Such an easy, fun card. And you can use that pattern over and over again for with different colors and patterns. Okay, so card number 4. Forgot what number we're on. All right, number 5. This is another Make It From Your Heart Volume 5 design. Isn't that cute? So we're going to stamp the butterfly this time, and let me tell you, like I think I gasped out loud when I stamped that, how pretty it is. So you have your, oh, that is for the other card. There we go. So you have your white sentiment piece and then your sapphire that goes underneath. And then we have 2 of each of these patterns and the butterfly die cut that came in your stamp set. Okay, so let's do the stamping first. So we're going to stamp the base of the butterfly, so this one right here, in Glacier. So I'm just going to season it a little bit, get my squishy, because it is a solid, and the butterfly. It's kind of gotta make sure it's got all the ink it needs. And stamp right there. Now take your sapphire ink. Oh my gosh, this is good. You're gonna love it. And we're going to do the details of the butterfly right on top of it. So good. Okay, sorry, I need to make sure. Whoops, oh. See how cool it is? Oh my goodness, like, oh, it seriously just makes me happy. For sure, I was like, oh my goodness, when I stamped it for the first time, I'm like, that is a good one. Good butterfly. Okay. And now we need thank you. And we're going to stamp that in sapphire. Guess I didn't need to put sapphire away. I was too excited about the butterfly. And oops. Gonna make sure it's, there we go. All right, now we can assemble this guy. Okay, so you start the square pattern about a 1 1/8 inch from the top. If you like the exact measurements, or you can just eye it. Totally up to you. So, okay, we're going to start with this guy right here, and then this one. So I'm going to lay them out first, and then I'll go back and attach them once I have them kind of in the order that I want and looking like I want. And then this one. Oh, am I going to do this like in the first shot? That is like unheard of. It usually takes me forever to figure this out. Ta-da! Okay. So now we can attach. So this one you don't want to attach all the way because it'll go onto the back of your card. So I'm just going to add a little adhesive right there. And I will trim that off in just a minute. Okay. Yeah, so back to the flower beds. They have just been a hot mess this season. We had to transplant our trees because the dirt was so bad, and then the trees died over the winter. So we needed our HOA that we live in. Do you guys live in an HOA? If you live in an HOA, give me a thumbs up or a yay or nay. They require us to have 2 trees in our front yard. But our front yard is really small, so we kind of have to get those decorative trees, so we're still in compliance with the rules. So we had those really pretty spiral trees, the ones that you have to trim, and they just did not make it through the winter. And then we purchased hanging plants because we have a nice little porch on our front of our house, and we do it every year. Purchased the hanging plants from Costco, and we were in there and we were like, oh, is it too early? Should we buy them? So we just went ahead and bought them. Well, we left them in our garage because it was still cold outside, and somebody forgot to water them, and that somebody was me. So they died, but there was still some green left on them. I'm like, I am going to revive these plants. And so I didn't throw them away. I've been watering them and babying them, and they did come back. But since then, we did purchase other hanging plants to replace them. So now I'm just going to put those flowers in my flower bed. Oh, just the things we do. Okay, so put your sapphire down, and then your thank you sentiment, and then grab some 3D foam for your butterfly. So I'm sure you didn't want to know all of that, but I don't know what it is about our yard this year, but it has struggled. And then put your beautiful butterfly right there. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. All right, on to the next one. Oh, this is another fun one. Okay, so this one you're going to need your die cut machine. Okay, so you have your strip for your sentiment, your detailed butterfly, and then this piece right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a butterfly out of the gem pattern. So this pattern right here. We're going to take a butterfly. That's not the right one, I don't think. Oh, there he is. One of them has like sharper what am I trying to say? Like his wings on the top are sharper. So grab that one, and then grab your die cutting machine. And I'll try not to shake you too much. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take our paper and about 1.5 inches down. Maybe I should show you the example first. How about that? Do you want to see what this is going to look like? Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. And then underneath, it's going to have the white. So that's why we're cutting it out. Okay. But I wonder, I think I need to do the detailed one. Let's be safe and do the detailed one. And you're just going to measure about 1.5 inches down, and I'm kind of going off, tilted him kind of to the left a little. If you want, you can put washi tape on there to hold that down. I'm going rogue because I didn't bring any washi tape with me. So I'm crossing my fingers that butterfly doesn't move. And we're just going to put him through the machine. You could do this with the large butterfly too. So cool. Okay. Let's hope it works. Ta-da! Yay! See, it always leaves those little detailed things. I probably need a new mat. And then you have this guy you can use for something different. Okay, so let's stamp our sentiment. And I did "You Are," here's the card right there. "You are" in the black. And "Wonderful" in sapphire. So let's stamp "Wonderful" first. I have 2 of these blocks. Where did I put them? Oh, there it is. I'm going to stamp "Wonderful" first so I get the spacing right. Oh, I want to use a little squishy. All right, there we go. And there we go. Oh, so for those that live in an HOA, do you just have the funniest stories about the people in your neighborhood? We just kind of like laugh and we're like, we should write a book about all of the crazy things that happen in our neighborhood with the HOA. It's kind of like a movie sometimes. We're like, what the heck? Oh, people can be funny. And we actually got in trouble. We got a notice because we didn't have 2 trees in our front yard. But we had purchased the house from our friend, and they didn't have trees in their front yard, so we didn't think we needed them. But they got us. We got the note. Okay, so the Y is going to kind of hang over that little space right there. I mean, I do like living in an HOA. Because we do have some fun amenities, like we have a swimming pool and a workout room, and actually 2 swimming pools in our neighborhood because the neighborhood got too big that they decided to build another one. But sometimes it's like, do I really need 2 trees? But that's the rules. Okay, so now we're going to take this and just attach it to our card base. Uh-oh. I think I ran out of adhesive. Okay. And attach the "You Are Wonderful." Oh no, there's still some in there. Whew. And it's going to buddy up right next to the edge of the card. And then we're just going to attach that butterfly right there in the center of where those die cuts are, or the die cut is. And I just put glue in the center so the wings can fly freely. That's so cute. There you go. That was card number 6. I really like that one. And it was pretty simple to put together too. Okay, now we're in the home stretch. Card number 7. We have that same beautiful gem colored pattern. Another strip for our sentiment. And Then we need to poke out all of these for our butterfly. Just cut out the detailed butterfly in white, the big one. Oh, that one didn't cut all the way. That's strange. Here, we'll get all the other ones. My scissors can help. All the butterflies I have cut, I haven't had that issue. Maybe it is time for a new mat. Mine's getting pretty worn. All right, now we need our piercing tool. See, I found a little garbage. These little guys I found in the dollar section at Target. And I'm like, I could use another organizing box. Like, who can't, really? They're kind of nice. I just leave them on my desk, so when I'm doing a project, I can put the supplies in them. Especially for those sunburst cards that I've been making. If you haven't seen those, go back and check them out. There's some videos and some photos. And these little boxes make it super easy to keep all of the pieces separated, so they're easier to put together. Okay, and those sunburst thin cuts have sold out, and they're getting more, thankfully, but they won't be back in stock until June. But you can still order them, and then as soon as they come in the warehouse, they will ship them off to you, so you can be first in line for those sunburst thin cuts. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out those videos. They're awesome. Okay, there's that guy. And we're going to stamp. Oh, I shouldn't have taken thank you off. Did we just do a thank you? No, you are wonderful. Grab the thank you again. And we're going to use black ink. They didn't give us many sentiments in this set, so you could use something different if you would like. But they did give us all kinds of fun shapes and thin cuts. Okay. Oh wow! I should pan over and show you my desk. It is a hot mess over there. Alrighty. Card base, and this gem paper, isn't it just so pretty? It's on the back of the splatter, but it's almost like so busy that you kind of have to use it as a standalone, but it's so pretty against that white. Okay, so about a 1/2 inch up for the sentiment. And then I'm going to just glue the center of the butterfly. Right there. And just let the wings fly. Okay, so card number 7. There you go. Oh, I can hear the doves. Okay, so we have these two. It's story time today, apparently. We have these 3 doves, and they just coo and coo and coo. I guess that's the word to use for them, but they just never stop. Okay, so Glacier cardstock. Here's 3 pieces of the hexagon, and this shape, the hexagon. Let's see, is this a hexagon? I don't know. Oh yeah, we can figure. I didn't know what shape this was. For Geo, I call it a Geo pattern. I'm not really sure what it is exactly. So we're going to stamp this guy. If you know what this shape is called, let me know. It kind of reminds me of geometry class, maybe. I don't know. High school, junior high was a long time ago, so my memory is a little fuzzy. So we're going to use Glacier on this. Oh, he fell off. And he's got a little piece of butterfly. Okay, just ink that up and line it up the best you can. All right, and then we're going to use a black ink to stamp You Shine in the center. That would be a really great card for anybody that's like graduating or dance. Obviously, we're big into dance right now. Those end of year things. You shine. We're done with sports, so that's good. We're just ending out the year with our dance, and then comes summer camps. You shine. I think we have like a week with nothing, and then we start all the camps and football camp. I know those boys that play football, man. They are always doing something. All right, so I'm going to attach this glacier piece to the center of the card. And I use the light side, if that helps. And then there are two that are bigger than the other. So there's one that's smaller, and that one goes in the center, and then the two larger ones go on the outside, or on the top and the bottom. And I'm just going to leave a little bit of an edge to let that glacier peek through. This is actually one of my favorite card designs. You've seen it before, but you might not recognize it because of how I use the pattern papers instead of, usually I'll just put a sentiment here in the center. But I thought breaking up those hexagons is kind of fun. All right, so 3D foam the geometry pattern. Oh man, oh, we're getting stuck. There we go. It's all dirty because of my inked fingers. And put it about right there. And then there is a sticker that matches right here. It's like a baby geometry. And put it right there. Okay. Card number 8. Here is number 9. These are easy peasy, so we're going to get through these pretty fast. So I couldn't help myself. I had to use this big sticker butterfly on something. I just had to. It was too good not to. So I just simply grabbed some of the patterns. And we're just going to add it straight to the card. There's no stamping. And it's about a half inch from the bottom. That's where this mat comes in handy. And then the peach one. And then the glacier. Hold on, glue. I only have one more project. Okay, and then grab your big old gold sticker. Oh, it's so good. And you can lay it right on top, or let's 3D foam it. And I'm going to use my scissors because my fingers are so dirty with ink. And then a little bit in the center. Oh, I love this 3D foam. So easy. I used to use those like little dots back in the day, but this roll makes it so nice to just get it done fast. All right, then stick it in the center. There you go. Card number 9. I love it. Okay, last one. You just need your, oh, we're gonna punch out some more things. Your detailed white butterfly. And then the more solid butterfly. Look at these little circles. Like, what else can I tell you about my life? What do you guys want to know? Put it in the comments and I can address your questions. Actually, so you might have noticed that I don't necessarily answer questions like live that you guys post, because I cannot see comments when I am filming these. For some reason, on my phone, I'm using my phone, like my iPhone, and they don't come through, so I can't see them until after. So if you ever wondered, I'm not ignoring you guys. I can't figure out how to see the comments until after the video is over. So if you guys know, let me know. I feel like Facebook changes every so often, so it might change back to where I can see them. They just like to keep us on our toes. All right, so this is the solid. There we go. And this one is so easy because this nice gold, oh, there we go. This nice swoosh was already there. And on this one, I kind of used a different part of that paper, so it has the spots. But whatever portion you cut out, oh, that is not fair, glue. Fine. I have to bring out the big guns. Who has one of these, guys? I don't like to use them on these videos because they're huge, but glad I brought it with me. Okay. And then we're just going to add this the solid one. I'm just going to use this glue because he's pretty solid. Kind of off on an angle. And then some liquid glue and just put that right on top. And I love how it kind of offsets it, so you've got those two different layers of the white that are offset, but it almost looks like one. It's kind of cool. Okay, that is card number 10. Did you make it? Everybody okay? If you have any questions, here, I'll put them all in here. If you have any questions, let me know. If you would still like to grab the products and do these projects, you can find the You Are Enough bundle on my website, which is juliescott.closetomyheart.com. Then I'll send you all of the instructions and the cutting video, and of course you can watch these videos later. And next I'm going to do the 6x6. So if you saw that posted earlier on my Instagram or Facebook, I'm going to show you how I created that and kind of walk through why I created it, and we'll be back in just a minute. Thanks, bye.